Dad, the mission brief for every veteran dad and working parent carrying more than most people ever see. This is mission 29, setting boundaries that last. Today is about one truth. If you don't set the boundary, the world will set it for you, and it won't be in your favor. Overcommitting leads to burnout, stress, and distance from what matters. We're breaking down the facts, tools, and real strategies to help you draw lines that last for your mental health, workload, and family. So let's get on with the mental reboot. The truth about boundaries. Healthy boundaries lower anxiety, increase job satisfaction, and boost self esteem. Mayo Clinic research shows adults with clear boundaries report less day to day stress and better physical wellness. The Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found workers who consistently protect their off hours are 44% likely to burn out and more present at home. Yeah, 44% less likely to burn out and more present at home. So let's dig into the clarity checklist. Grab paper on your phone, or grab paper or your phone, or both. I don't know, whatever. And write down 3 moments in the last week where you wish you'd said no or protected your time. What stopped you? Guilt? Habit? Not wanting to disappoint? Now, circle one spot on your list. This week's focus for boundary setting. Don't rush. Take 15 seconds to do it right now. According to the American Psychological Association, 43% of people feel overwhelmed because they don't set clear limits at work or home. Now, I get lots of boundary questions, and you're not alone if you're struggling. Here are three of the most common with straight answers backed by data. How do you say no to family who expects help, but you're exhausted? Try this. I wish I could, but I need to take care of myself right now. Cornell University researchers found most people felt less guilt after setting a healthy boundary than they expected. The guilt fades, the resentment sticks around. How about my boss keeps texting after work? What do I do? Research from Harvard's Happiness Lab shows people who set technology curfews after hours have lower stress and aren't seen as less dedicated. Reply during your next work block with "Saw this. We'll handle it in the morning." What if people get mad when I say no? University of Houston studies show most folks initially respect clear boundaries, even if they're surprised at first. Consistency is key. Respect earns respect. All right. Hack of the day, the no script. Today's hack: practice scripts in real scenarios. Scenario one: too many group texts late at night. Try I mute all chats after 7 p.m. for family time. I'll catch up in the morning. The next scenario: burned out at work. Boss keeps piling on. Try I can get to that tomorrow. I can get to that tomorrow, or help with one thing now. What's the priority? And that's the main thing with IT too, is it's always, especially if we work in a business, it's always business priority, right? So what's affecting business and what can be held, you know, on hold for a little bit? Like someone's a VP's laptop just died, or someone needs their password reset. um, I mean, putting it that way, you can do the password reset very quickly. But if you have like a Active Directory setup or anything, usually the password unlocks itself within a half hour, if you have that set up. So technically, I mean, that laptop that just broke down on the VP of the company is a little bit more business affecting. Or even on top of that, like let's say a line on, say, Wi-Fi went down in the warehouse. Well, that VP is gonna have to wait for that PC because you got to go take care of the rest of the money making business, right? So, all right. So, last scenario, need some alone time without guilt. Need an hour to myself. We'll connect. We will reconnect after. Repeat one script out loud right now. Yes, actually say it. Evidence shows naming and practicing your no increases your ability to use it under stress. So if you practice it now and someone asks you, it'll be a little bit easier for you to say no. Don't just say no though. I mean, it's up to you. Depends on who you talk to, I guess, right? Like if it's my mom, I'm not gonna tell my mom no. But I will tell her, hey, give me a minute or two, and I'll get back to you. Good coffee. All right. So, so yeah, list one thing you'll say no to this week and use one script. So let's look at the top three boundary myths and facts, kind of in the news segment. So, myth one: setting boundaries is selfish. Hmm, boundaries help you sustain care for others. Mayo Clinic and NAMI, which I can't remember what that was. Anyways, both confirm less resentment, more energy for family and friends. Myth two: people will be mad if I say no. University of Houston's assertiveness studies say people respect you more after clear limits. And then myth three: boundaries only matter at work. Family boundaries are, I was going to say fact, and then I started saying family. So boundaries only matter at work. Family boundaries are vital. Studies show kids in boundary setting homes have lower anxiety and better academic results. Think about that. What you set has effect on your kids, and they do better. Hmm. They never think about that. All right. All right. Let's go to sports. Champions don't apologize for drawing the line. LeBron James says sleep, off court time, and strict routines are just as important as a workout. Never, never misses his cutoffs. Tom Brady avoids all social events before game day. Can't fill from an empty cup. NCAA reports athletes who take regular conditioned rest have fewer injuries and less mental fatigue. Borrow one athlete boundary. Maybe it's scheduling non negotiable rest under any circumstance. Try it for a week. So, salute to the low bearers enforcing the line. Let's honor every parent, partner, or veteran who's drawn the line and stuck with it at work, at home, with friends. 60% of working parents check work messages after work. True. But those who stop could have lower depression and more family time. Most boundary pushers have good intentions. It's your job to call time out. You ever said enough? You're ahead of the curve. So, enough for your reflection. What's draining you? Where do your boundaries get pushed to please your boss, family, or friends? How do you feel? Guilty, resentful, exhausted? And choose one place to draw a clear line this week. Remember, small, consistent boundaries add up to a major boost in mental health. Be right back. All right, welcome back. So now we're moving on to this day in military history. On July 24th, 1944, U.S. forces launched Operation Cobra, the breakout from Normandy during World War II. The plan set a strict boundary, focus fire, clear objectives, and a tight timeline. After initial setbacks, including friendly fire, Success came when commanders stuck to those boundaries, advanced together, and changed the course of the war in France. Same day in 1866, Peruvian forces held their defensive boundary on the Marnon River against Spanish attackers, proving the value of coordinated defense lines and repelling a better equipped force. So history backs it. Clear boundaries protect the mission on battlefields and back home. So here's a little quick start guide of digital boundaries. Here's a checklist. Turn on Do Not Disturb for family or rest hours. Use scheduling features to block social media / app use after dinner. And then limit your daily social media. University of Pennsylvania found 30 minutes per day equals 25% lower stress. 30 minutes and 25% lower stress. That's crazy. Crazy, right? Only 30 minutes per day. Try it right now. Set a cutoff alarm or tweak your notification settings. You'll feel the difference after just one day. So, some of the tech gear for boundary builders. For iPhone / Android's focus mode, open settings, select focus, and set your off hours. Google Calendar, mark hours busy or out of office, and that's for Outlook or anything. Rescue Time app, download, set web / apps limits, get a daily email recap. I know iPhone does this automatically at the end of the week, shows your screen time. Then there's Slack / Teams. Change your status to away and mute notifications. Respect it yourself and teach your team the same. So I do see a lot of users at the end of the day, they just go offline. Like, I'm done. Do I do that? No. I'm green almost 24/7. And so, but there's times that I'm like, because I usually have Teams on my iPad, so it's easier to see when I'm working at a computer. And when that's on, it just like keeps me green 24/7. Little secret. Um, so every once in a while, though, I'm like, and lock the screen and see ya. So, but these are free tools just as powerful as premium if you use them with intention. So, you got reflection and visualization, protect your line. Try this now. Close your eyes unless you're driving. Please don't do that. Don't close your eyes. Picture a clear line in the sand. What you'll protect: healthy family rest. Beyond the line, distractions, unnecessary demands, stress. Picture yourself stepping back behind your line, calmly and confidentially. Now say it, even quietly. I protect my boundaries to serve what matters most. So, last episode, what has keys but can't open locks? Did you guess it right? A piano. Haha. Music keys, get it? Haha. I know. So, today's is what can you break even after you, even if you never pick it up or touch it? S- I'm just gonna say trust, because you could break trust if you've never picked it up or touched it. So, or a boundary, I guess, if it relates to the episode. So, but drop your answer. We'll see what it is next time. Your challenge is to set or reinforce one real world boundary this week or today. Yeah, we'll go this week. Let me know how it goes. Next mission, we will tackle asking for what you need, how to make the request and get support at home, work, or anywhere. This is Load Bearing Dan. Draw the line, protect your mission, and carry strong. We're with you.